He's in our virtual green room joining us on Author's Corner. Max Teran joins us. The name of the book is called How to Procreate a Healthy Family. And it's interesting because he had 5 kids, or he has 5 children, and the beginnings of what happened with he and his wife and how much money they had in their pocket and how they made it happen is such a fascinating story. And his book is interesting because you see that parents are struggling sometimes with kids and what happens with the family unit. And we have this great debate, and we have, I think, for a very, very long time in this country and really elsewhere where people are listening to us as well. So, Max, thanks for hopping on.
Yes, thank you, Kate, for calling me.
So let's talk about what you told me off the air about when you met your wife and she was working, you were working, but you weren't making a lot of money, and she really had to take a leap of faith too to be able to let her job go.
That's right. You know, and I thank God every day. Thank you for this interview. And yes, it was a leap of faith, really, because I was making $150 a week. And my wife, my newly wife was making like 105, 110. So I told her, I said, as soon as you get pregnant with our first child, you're going to have to quit working. He said, hold on. He said, you're only making $150. We're paying $325 for rent in this apartment. And you're telling me you're going to support me? I said, yes. Just have faith in me, and we will make it. So thank God, you know, that she believed me. You know, several months later, she got pregnant, and sure enough, she quit working. You know, and she stayed a stay-home mom for the next 20 years until we program our children, our 5 children. You know, and then she went back to work. You know, because she wanted to, not because she had to.
Yeah. I mean, what a wonderful thing for your family. And what did you find with the children? I mean, you told me something interesting. You were talking about your daughter to me, and you're a proud papa, and you're telling me how well all your children are doing. But he said an interesting thing. He said, you know what? I didn't have to spank my daughter. And that's also an issue people talk about. And why is that? Because of what was happening in the house?
What was happening in the house, and then, you know, it was interesting because I never spanked my oldest daughter, and she happened to have her fourth baby a few days ago, and his name is Max. So I am so proud of my daughter, you know, because she she had this new baby, and she named this baby Max. You know. I am so proud of this girl. She's 33 years old. She has 4 children, you know, and she has the healthiest children in this generation. You know, a lot of people think that we cannot have a healthy family, you know, but we do. We can, you know. And if you allow me to say something about, you know, the statistics, and this is one of the reasons why my book is out there to the public. Back in the 90s, 1 out of 1,000 children, one was with or is with autism. But you know, 2020, you can Google. This is fact. 2020, 1 out of 43.
Wow!
I was telling one of my friends, whom he's like about 64 years old, and he has the same philosophy of myself. You know, he called me and he said, Max, he said, I just bought your book. I said, great, thank you. And, you know, after explaining him this fact, and he was surprised, you know, and his concussion, you know, and I believe this information is for everybody, regardless of race or religion or whatever, you know. So I told him, I said, mister, if we do not speak up, I said, we're going to have government, we're going to be governed by people who has autism. And it's been a burden to the government. Can you imagine? You know, I said that again. In the 90s, 1 out of 1,000 children. One is with autism. 2020, 1 out of 43.
Wow.
So,
that statistic is crazy. Max, we don't want to run out of time, and there's reasons why we don't want to tell everyone everything in the book because we want them to go get it on Amazon or Barnes & Noble, or they can go to your website, maxteranauthor.com. But tell us something from the book. Give us a tip from the book that you talk about and how to have a healthy family.
Okay. Thank you for reminding me. I was going to say this. The original title of this book was or is How to Procreate a Sane Family. But Christian Faith Publishing Company thought that this was too offensive to say, how to procreate a sane family, which is, sane meaning mentally sane.
Yeah.
And we have a lot of insane people, here.
Yeah.
But, the very first thing, I believe, in my opinion, is the first chapter about prayer. If you do the things right in the beginning, you will not have remorse in the future. So to me, the most important thing is the first chapter, prayer. If you do ask, we have our partner, accommodated by the universe or by God or whatever you think it is out there. God has the right mate for every one of us. It's just a matter of finding the right one and waiting, praying and waiting for the right mate to appear. And he or she will appear, but people don't have that patience. They just pick up somebody because, bodily speaking, I like this one because she has a nice body, or I like this one because he's so smart or he's so handsome, But it's not that. We need to ask God. To me, that's the very beginning of a healthy family.
Oh, I love that you said that, patience. And the book talks about so much more. Again, the book is How to Procreate a Healthy Family. Max Teran, thank you for coming on.
All right. Thank you, Kate.